Oh, hello. How is everybody? Let's see what... Oh, shit. Oh my gosh. Okay, sewing cam. Maybe fix that nonsense. Why are you so dark? Oh, maybe if I turn it on. Is that better? Doesn't seem better. Kissa, hello! How are you? Thank you! I feel like this camera is still just not doing it for me. I'm doing all right. I got really sidetracked. Earlier. I got real sidetracked earlier, and I feel like that looks like crap. Why are you like this? It's so pink. I wonder if it's because my blinds are closed. Sorry, I just had salad for dinner. I adjusted this camera's lighting specifically for my Bernina, which is really heckin' bright. And this one's not that bright. So, I mean, I guess I'm doing all right. I'm hanging out. I got sidetracked before stream because I got a commission, and I say that loosely, commission from work. So it's so dark. I can't handle it. I'm sorry. Why are we like this? If I open the blinds, will we be better?
Squirrel.
Hi, Dragon! My lighting sucks on my camera, and I don't know why. Oh, that's what it was. Is that a bear pride sticker? No. This I got from MX Domestic. Hi, Freya! Okay, now I'm glad that all the things are kind of fixed. How is everybody? It's heart hands. So it's heart hands on a pride sticker. I got it from MX Domestic, from his website, or from their website. I'm doing pretty good. I feel like we have an ad coming in soon. Kissa, do you do any crafts? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Where it's chaos all the time, and most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. And I mean that in, like, I don't know what genre of craft I'm doing at any given moment. I just kind of choose on the fly at this point. So this particular item that I have right here, some of my coworkers brought to me they're in a different unit, and they said, hey, we've taken this all over town, and all of the small businesses say they can't embroider on it. They didn't bring this to me, they just showed me a picture, and I was like, well, I don't know why. Like, oh, well, we've got some problems there. Focus is all over the place. Configure video. Apply. Cross stitch and hand embroidery, very nice. I do have some cross stitch that I'm gonna have to take up. I do a lot of machine work, so I do machine embroidery. So this was embroidered, but basically they brought this thing. This is like a putter cover, and this person is retiring, and they wanted to get him a gift, and so they got him this case for the putter to cover it, and they wanted to put the patch on there, and they wanted his name and his dates of service embroidered. And I was like, everybody locally turned you down? I don't understand what's going on here. So they brought it to me, and I was like, oh, I get it now. And so I actually took apart the lining. It was really just sewn. The opening was sewn closed. It's not even a big deal. So I'm just gonna sew that closed, because I was gonna see if I could like gently take it apart and embroider on it. But what I decided to do is I have this it's heat and bond. It's really very permanent iron-on adhesive. So I put the adhesive on the back of this, and I embroidered this out today. And I bonded this today. And then I was like, oh shit, it's like 5:50. I gotta get ready for stream. Like a golf club, yes. So that's what this is. So I'm gonna sew this. I need to cut out a dice bag because I was asked for a dice bag. And then maybe knitting, maybe working on the Wicked inspired granny cardigan, because that's also something that somebody asked for, and I should probably finish that. So there's some things I need to work on and get off my plate. And then maybe we'll knit, just depends, we'll see. But I did bust out the Juki the other day for making the pencil pouches. They're all done. So here we are. So I'm just going to attempt to swing this back like that, because like an idiot I should just do clips. What's wrong with me? I know better. Everybody in my chat knows better. They're like, are you sure? I'll just use one. Oh, you have to try it the hard way first, or did you even do it? That's true. For anybody who is a yarn goblin and likes hand-dyed yarn, if you go to my website, !shop, there is yarn. There's lots of other goodies on the website, other than yarn if you're not a yarn goblin. Let me do this. This is a real quick fix. This is not anything that I like really have to bat an eye at, because it's just sewing and opening closed. But now that I've like mangled this in my hands, I know that it's not coming. Well, I might have to take the iron back to it. This little bottom part seems to have wanted to come apart. So I may have to iron it again. That's okay. So I'll set that aside for now. Buy the yarn or else. Yes, buy the yarn or else there will be no more yarn. That's just how this goes. The yarn... Let's just say, Ian depends on the yarn. Why did they go to other businesses before you? I don't know. I guess they just tried to see, you know, if anybody could do it. Well, and actually the person that was going around trying to find an business that would do the pencil or do the pouch, he didn't know that I do these things. And it was one of my other friends who was like, so why don't you go see her, or come with me, we'll go see her, and I bet you she can help us. And so they came to see me Friday with a picture, and I said, yes, I can help you. And then I got the pouch yesterday, and patch yesterday, so so yeah. Back from ads. Welcome back from ads. Yeah, buy the yarn or else. That's how this works. If you don't buy the yarn, I can't make any more. And Ian would be very sad. And Pima cotton. Yeah, it's all Pima cotton right now. I haven't done anything... Is this my... Nope, that's the paper one. I haven't done anything with the other bases. It's drill weekend this weekend, and so I just haven't had a moment to really think about dyeing yarn. And this weekend is just... After all of the things, I'm just kind of over it. I don't know that anybody blames me, but... I'm just, like... Work's being stupid. I'm probably going to do another order after MocoCon, assuming nobody buys the yarn that I want. Allie, thank you for that resub, lovely. How are the kittens? Tell me, Ian, did you know that Allie rescued kittens this morning? Now I'm just going to totally sidetrack you. Anyway, Ian, you can also, pictures in Discord, there is proof. Run to Discord, Ian. Oh, they are? Dang, I thought you were gonna get to keep kittens. I'm running right now. So, whatever colorway you want, if it's out of stock, you just let me know. That's how that works. Because then I just do another dye. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at it after stream. So I do want to preface this that I am using wizarding fabric that I bought more than 5 years ago from an indie pattern seamless file designer. I will not be buying any more. I'm just getting rid of what I have in my stash. So, because this channel does not support that particular franchise anymore. Can't do it, won't do it. So I just wanted to make sure that we were clear about all of that. You have connections with the owner designer, right? I'm not working on pencil pouches. That's a great thing. I was really running behind tonight. I'm not even kidding. And it is, I don't want to say it's so hot here, but it is so hot for me here. It is like, I went to the gym I walked out of my building at like 10:55 this morning, and I was like, why is it so hot? It is so hot, Freya. I had the iron going, and I was like, I'm not doing any ironing tonight. I will prep this commission tonight on stream, and then we'll do something else. I'm like not doing any ironing. And it's like, ugh. So I was really working on that thing, trying to get it finished. And I'm gonna have to bust the iron back out, unfortunately. So it just sucks. We have window units. I do not have a window unit in my office. I have a floor fan that kind of blows the cold air in or the cool air in from around the house. Iron in this heat? Hell no. I know. So that's why I'm saying I'm just cutting out pieces. I'm not doing any actual ironing tonight. We will not finish this bag for sure. Oh, I forgot to pick out vinyl. That doesn't belong in that pattern piece. Contrast panel. Oh, I'm dumb. I mean, I'm not. That was the exterior. Oh, I'm hilarious. I'm a funny girl. I'm a funny girl. Okay, so... Oops. And I bet you this is only needs to be... Yeah, it is 8.5. Okay. So, to make tall... Let me write this down. This is child's play. Listen! I haven't used my oven in months. Yeah, this is... I mean, other than not consuming animal products, this is why I don't think I would ever dye animal fibers in my house, especially during the summer, because you got to use heat to set that stuff. It's not even so it's actually tall by 7.5. And actually, no. I very much I dislike this pattern because this is what it does. It makes you put the vinyl over the exterior, and I feel like it is such a waste. It's really just a waste of fabric. All right, so that would be... Two and a half, 2 3/4, 3. Four and 3/4. Okay. Okay. My dash said 90. Ugh. I'm telling you, I can't. I just can't. We'll use this as the drawstring casing. I normally try and do this in one go with one piece of fabric, but I'm just going to put that there. Okay, let me bring this back. Oh, I need a different ruler. Ouch! There's a piece of a cookie in here. Where is my... Nope. Okay. All right, self, where did you put the rest of your rulers? It's a great question. I don't know where I put the rest of my rulers. I had a 9x9 or a 9.5 by 9.5. And I don't know where it went. Because I wanted to have it hanging up here. But... oh. I told you, we're just... a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Fine, I'll get the big ruler. Fine. Alright, so... which is good because this ruler is exactly what I need. As far as... it's an 8.5 inch ruler. You need an 18 by 18. I also don't know where my 15 by 15s are. I bet you they're like back here. Because I'm psychotic and would put them in a place where I can't reach them regularly. So yeah. Today... was it today? Yeah, it was today. Today pretty much solidified the fact that I'm retiring. Or yesterday, really. Found out that the general was like, you know what? We don't work our full-time staff enough. Let's make them cover all of the drills that we decided to excuse the traditional guardsmen from, and they can work those drills for extra support. And, like, who am I supporting? Nobody. I'm like, okay, well, I'm retiring. You took away my weekends again. I'm out. You know, he gives us this stuff under the guise that it's like he's doing us a favor sometimes, and I'm like, bro, you're not doing anybody any favors. You're actually, like, hurting morale. So I'm like, you know what? Next June retirement sounds fantastic. Sign me up. And we have... What are you doing, Bubba? What's going on? But, you know, I guess it is what it is. We're not doing the contrast panel. I do need the vinyl and the exterior for the flap. This is actually a pretty quick pattern to cut out, which I like. But because I'm using cotton on the outside, I need to interface it, and we're not doing that. Like, 100% not doing that. Oh, he said to pick whatever vinyl I wanted. And I kind of wanted to go with... Where is that cork? Oh, I wonder if I used it all. No, I don't think I did. Don't you love hearing me talk to myself? I'm over here looking at my stash of vinyl, like, I know it's vinyl and cork, and I'm like, I'm sure I still have that cork. I didn't think I used all of it, but I might have. We'll do this. This will be nice. You're having a team meeting. It's fine. Yeah, I'm consulting the experts. And I really only need, like, I need very little vinyl, actually. So everybody's stuff has been shipped out. If I owed you charity stuff, your charity items have shipped. If I owed you yarn, your yarn has shipped. It's been caked if you asked it to be caked. I sent 6 boxes out through UPS yesterday, and one of them went to USPS. Yes, yours I think was the only one that got sent through USPS. I think. Where's my stuff? What stuff? What stuff do I owe you? I really feel like Brutus just walked in here, dropped ass, and left. You have a very important question for me. I have a very important answer to go with your important question.
What is your thoughts on bunching up serger thread to make yarns? I've never even heard of that. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Inbox me and send me deets. I was gonna ask, is it because you know that I have a serger? But you can't see the serger because it's not on camera. It's like the big trend right now. Bunch up 6 to 18 individual threads, wind it all in a cake, and bam, yarn. What? I will have to look into that. I'm sure somebody's doing it on TikTok. Huh. All right, well. That's interesting. And do they, like, do different, like, colors of thread together? Or do they do, like, one color specifically at a time? I would honestly have to see, like, what the process entails. Because that would definitely determine how committed I would be to that particular cause. Sent you and posted in Discord. Okay. Huh. Well, that'll give me something to do tomorrow at work. I did do some knitting at work today, Ian. Okay, there is the vinyl. Knitting at work sounds great. Yeah, it really is. I'm a big fan. So it needs to be this way. It is directional fabric, so I'm going to have to make sure that I do the correct direction. So we'll go... We'll go 8 3/4. just to make sure. I have a chiropractor appointment tomorrow, and I am so excited. I have been beating my body up at the gym. Actually, I'm gonna blame the trainers. Because they're the ones that program the workouts, not me. Um... 8.5 by 5. Right? Yeah. Perfect. I know. These guys, I swear, I believe that they love watching me struggle. But it's fun. It's good for me. It's how I'm scamming the system, honestly. Because when they took us from 410s to 5/8s, they reduced our PT time. So we used to get 4 hours a week. Now we get 3 hours a week, but we're working 5 days. So it's basically like you can work out like 30 minutes for 2 days, 30 minutes for 2 days, and an hour for 1 day. If you like, if you, what's the word? If you go outside your lunch. Erin, hello. Thank you for the resub. If you go outside of your lunch hour, that's the time you get. But if you go during your lunch hour, you get a whole lunch hour. You get a whole hour. So I'm just gaming the system, and I'm going for an hour. Because reasons. Or because fuck them, really. Honestly, that's what it is. It's like, what are you gonna do? Fire me? I'm retiring. Like, get bent. I am like living my best life right now. It's really only because they like are kind of screwing me over, so I just felt the need to say, you know what? Not today. So I eat lunch at my desk every day. I have since I've worked there. So now I just take my lunch hour and do my workout on my lunch hour. So that's how I'm gaming the system to get extra workout time in. I know that not everybody's like into that, but there, that's all cut out. All right. So that's the dice pouch. The dice pouch is now cut out. I mean, I guess I need to get the iron back down because that patch is like, I didn't get the bottom of it good enough. I have to drag Rachel kicking and screaming out of the office. Oh, please. Listen, I have my lunch hour dedicated. I'm going to tell you, though, on Sunday, I'm going to be kayaking out on the lake. Just so you know. because Sunday is our picnic and I have zero desire to hang out with anybody from work. So, yeah, so I gotta help like sign people in, and then I'm gonna help sign people in until the other people get there, and then I'm gonna relinquish that duty, and then I'm gonna go to the lake, put the kayak in it, and I'm gonna be on the lake for hours reading my Kindle. I may even bring like knitting or crochet with me. I've got a dry bag. The goal is to not come back on land until I see people like exiting. You know what? I am gonna do it. I know I said I wasn't gonna get the iron out, but I gotta do it. It's for a good cause. I'm not gonna do the dice pouch though. I'm just gonna do that other pouch. I gotta make sure that that thing is secure. It doesn't have to be on a high heat anyways, it just has to be on a low heat, so, and there's no steam involved. I know. That sounds fabulous. I do need a heat press. Well, it's hard to heat press something like this. But yeah. I've got a knot in my like right shoulder. I don't have room for it though. That's the only like thing. This iron just heats up so quickly and I love it. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and hold that on there. Automatic heat press. So basically I just have to sit here and kind of hold this. I know I'm way out of shot, I know. You saw this thing last night, doom scrolling on Insta. It was an embroidery machine that you move around manually to basically draw your design on. An embroidery machine? Oh, a chain stitch machine. Yes, I have heard of that. That's very cool. It's very expensive though, I bet. Yeah, a chain stitch machine I think would be the most accurate. What it sounded like you might have been talking about a long arm quilting machine, and those are also very expensive. Like long arms tend to run in like the tens of thousands and like multiple tens of thousands. That's usually what those are. Oh, did they? So it's a long arm quilting machine, yeah. That's so on my embroidery, on my Bernina. So my Bernina, my big machine, that's over by my computer, for right now. She does do embroidery which is what I did the patch on here, like the name and the dates on this little golf thing. So she does that. She could be fitted probably to a long arm machine, but it comes with a stitch regulator, so I can do all my free motion quilting on it. Looks to be about 8K. Okay. I did not buy my Bernina used, but... Or I did not buy my Bernina new, and... But, yeah, those types of machines run very expensive. A long, long time ago, I wanted a Gamel long arm machine that had programmable, like, you could just set it to stitch and it would do it. You wouldn't have to stand there and hold it. And it was $32,000. I was like, that's a car payment. That's how, at the time I was like, that's how much I paid for my car. I was like, there's no way. There's no way I could afford that. I mean, don't let my dreams be dreams. I could, you know, maybe one day, if the yarn is doing well, but I'd rather, if the yarn is doing well, I want a yarn, right? Ian, do you follow Yarn Dragon at all? You should. The new, I don't know what the new brother, but the new Bernina 990 was $20,000. Which I thought was insane. And people were buying them. Pre-ordering, I should say. I think he's on Insta. I know he's on Instagram. I think he's also on TikTok. But definitely Instagram. Yeah, he is in Seattle. He just opened his brick and mortar store in July, and he dyes yarn, but I think he dyes wool. I think he does animal yarn. I haven't been, but I want to go when we're in Seattle, if we're there for a day trip. Are you coming to Flock next year? Ian! I live south of Seattle. So I guess I'm going to Flock next year. Yes, Luna, Sleeping Luna Designs is down at the very bottom of Washington. What's Flock? What do I do? Flock Fiber Fest is a yarn fest in Seattle. Freya is incredibly local to me. Like, Freya and I are basically neighbors. Without knowing where each other lives. We're basically neighbors. It's a yarn fest, yeah. It's like an indie dyed yarn fest. Yeah, Jade, if you want to go next year, because you're going to be here. I'm in. I just want to touch the things. Listen, you and I can carpool. Ian, are you staying up in Seattle for Flock? This is turning into a just chatting stream. I don't know what's going on. Um, oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, driving is insane in Seattle. Oh, gotcha. Well, there's lots of good food right around there, and honestly, like if we're gonna be there, like if I'm gonna be there, if we're going to eat somewhere or whatever, like you can just hitch a ride and I'll take you back to your hotel. Like that's not a big deal at all. Like I'd love to join everyone for foods. Fabric store run. There is a fabric store in downtown Seattle. Uber pause, yeah. Ian, there's a really... Okay. I need you to start a list of places that I'm going to take you. Jade, do you know where we're gonna take him? It'll be a morning trip. It'll be a morning trip. And you need to look them up on Instagram. Yes! Doughjoy. Jade knows. Jade knows. So, Doughjoy, this gay couple started a donut food truck in 2020. And they have done so well. They're vegan, yeasted donuts, and they have gluten-free cake donuts that are also vegan. And they have 2 brick-and-mortar locations now. Jade, have you seen what their August what their August flavors are? Like, Azithar and I are going, probably next weekend, since this weekend is drill. Oh shit. Well, here we go. This is lovely. Since I have re-ironed on top of this, it's peeling off. This is wonderful. It's great, it's great. I need something a little bit heavier. Yeah. What the French toast. I'm actually here now. Okay. Welcome. They have a Pride donut that's just like vanilla icing, but they do edible glitter on top of it in Pride colors. I mean, it's so good. They're sending you coupons. It's a trap. I have so many points. I keep forgetting to redeem my points. I redeemed them for like free donut holes last time. The apple fritter is ridiculous. It's a favorite. It's a fan favorite. But they've got like a raspberry lemonade one this month, and ugh. Like an ooze gay from my body. Listen, I figured you would love to visit places like that are inclusive. Yeah, Jade, if you go to their Instagram, they have dropped what their August flavors are going to be. They've got a raspberry lemon. There was another one that looks really good. Oh, they've got a key lime filled that like fuck me up. They usually have a mating. Yeah. Yep. And Yarn Dragon is queer owned. I believe the fabric shop that's on, I think it's on Pike. It's on Pike or Pine. They have, I don't know if they're, I don't know who owns it, but I know that it went in. Mango Tahine, girl. I cannot travel there for donuts. You can travel here for whatever your heart desires, baby girl. People have traveled for less. It could be like a mini positively stitched meetup. Okay, hopefully I fixed it. Because this one's really being a pain. I might just have to do this. Extend the turn and burn. If it's in August, right? Because I think I saw that it's happening this month. Yeah, so you're definitely going to want, well, it depends on what you want to do while you're here besides flock. Because this is a really incredibly beautiful time of year. Where we still have warm days, but like the sun's out in full force, and there's lots of water, like, Dojoy, yeah, they're closed on Mondays, but they're open on the weekend. We have a lot of houseless people, unfortunately. I wouldn't do downtown after dark by yourself. I would Uber to wherever I'm going and Uber back. Like, I wouldn't walk anywhere after dark. But during the day, it's pretty fine. I would go down to Seattle during the daytime with my girlfriends any day. I have never felt unsafe downtown during the daytime. They have rainbow crosswalks. Did you know that? Up in, I think, Capitol Hill is where the rainbow crosswalks are. Listen, Seattle is super gay. Olympia is also super gay. Which is the capital. They have artwork. Yeah, they have artwork everywhere. Happy early birthday! I don't sing, so I'm very sorry. I'm a terrible singer. Are you doing anything fun for your birthday? Alright, so I think maybe this is like, we're not gonna do any actual sewing. I think this might be good. I think I might have fixed the problem. So I think we're good on that front. I'm not gonna mess with it though. All right. So let's do this. I'm gonna see where this camera is at. I don't really know. Okay. No feet pics. Oh, I think this was this one. Hi, Mihi. This is, so I was working on, so actually we're kind of up close, so I can show you now. So the guys at work, not in my squadron, but in a different unit, but some guys that I work with, one of them didn't know that I do stuff like this, and they bought this. It's like a putter head cover, so a golf club. Bought this for this person that's retiring, and they wanted their squadron patch and then his name and dates of service embroidered on there. And every place they took it in the local area, they said, we can't do it. It's not possible. It's too thick. We can't do it. So the person who was looking went to my friend, and he was like, no place will do it. And he goes, Rachel will. Rachel will have a solution for us. So he came to me on Friday and said, hey, can you do this? And I was like, well, bring me the thing on Monday and I'll see what's going on. And so once I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, that's why they can't embroider on it. But I brought it home anyways, yesterday. And then yesterday I worked on the embroidery piece. And basically I used Heat and Bond, which is a permanent adhesive, on the back of the patch and on this patch that I made today. So it's got a stitching outline, so it looks like it's stitched on there, but it's not. It's just fake. It's fake news. But I did this, and so this is stuck on there. This is stuck on there. They're not going anywhere. So, I did this, and so this is what it looks like. Because it goes on the putter head, right? Like it'll stay like this. And so that I'm taking that back to work tomorrow because he's retiring this weekend. And they were like, see, I knew she'd have a solution. Hey, Blood, how are you? I'm literally the most... Thank you, Ian. What I really want to be known for is my gay yarn. So, I can kind of see it, but I feel like because this yarn is variegated, it's really hard to see. But this is a dishcloth, that I'm knitting, and it's gonna say, eat me. And for everyone, listen, I'm going to preface this with, this person also does, she does hand-dyed yarn, but she, makes knit and crochet patterns that say things in them. So, just peruse at your own discretion. Very empowering. Are made in popcorn stitch panels. Yeah, so the crochet ones are popcorn stitch. So I can see it when I look at it. I think maybe because I know that what it's supposed to be. But I bought quite a few of these to do, and I was trying it with my new yarn. Because it was like, well, what does your yarn knit up like? And I'm like, I don't know. So actually, let me do this. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. What did I just do? Actually, it's this one. That's what I was supposed to do. I was like, what happened? What did I do over here? Very nice. I'm excited for you to try it. I do want to make yours one more time, ice dyed, but I want to give it 48 hours, and I want to try a little extra dye this next time that we do this. Because I just think it would... I think it would really pop. You know? Yeah, I will get another order of bear yarn in this specific base, because this comes from Nomad, and they have pretty quick shipping. And then I will list 3 of those for you, and then I will remember to send. I will list 3 of those and your pouch. Oh, there's ads. What happened to Dragon? Doing multiple things. It's okay.
Squirrel.
We rely on you for ads and wench for the welcome command. If you like the bear with the purple as a combo, that'll do. Yeah, I was just gonna leave it up to you. I do need to place another dye order because the amount of red dye that I have to use when I'm dyeing red is like insane. It does not go as far as the other dyes do. Oh, nice! I'm so excited. I'm just very excited that my yarn is going to be out there. You know what I mean? So I'm excited that my yarn is out in the wild. So I did start posting on TikTok. So we'll see how that goes. I was gonna wait to change everything once I'd started my LLC. But that's hella expensive. That's way more expensive than my sole proprietorship was. So, I got, oh, I want to read the Frosty Tools. Attention, coming soon to a chat near you. In a world of yarn and donuts, the chat's buzzing with flock fever. Field trips and fabric store runs are on the horizon. Positively Stitched crew is plotting a Pacific Northwest adventure filled with queer-owned eats and crafting camaraderie. Will Ian's Crafts extend their stay for more fun? Stay tuned for birthday surprises and swatch pick exchanges. Hashtag Crafting Chronicles. I love that. I love that little, like, that was hilarious. Are we back from ads? Somebody copy it and put it in the Discord. Okay, back from ads. Cool. So I don't know if I really said anything about it. I did say something in Discord about it the other day. So back in December, I had a sleep study done. I'm sorry, what? No. What? I dropped a stitch. Oh, Shiza. This is the worst. Because I don't know how to get it back. Ugh. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait. Was it just this one? Hold on, I gotta count now. Oh good, we didn't drop a stitch. Whew. I was like, I am never gonna recover that. Anyway, so I had a sleep study done in December, and then all that real life stuff happened, and I was like, you know, I just need, like, I forgot about it, and then I think I called in March, and was like, hey, and they were like, oh, actually, we never received your results. And I'm like, okay. So I had to call the place to have them fax my results. And I was like, this is dumb. So they were like, well, you have super mild sleep apnea. They're like, you can either go with it's called a dental device, or I can go with a CPAP. And I'm like, I'm gonna pass on that CPAP business. Thanks so much. And And so I have this dental thing that I wear that puts my jaw a little bit forward. And I've been sleeping so much better now. But I have what's called a TMJ. And so my jaw is just super sore all the time. Which is to be expected. I will take a sore jaw over, like, sleep apnea and a CPAP any day. I think that's 9. Yep. Pearl 2. And I'm pretty sure I'm not snoring anymore. So um I am loving this yarn. Make sure 1, 2, 3. Cool. So how was everybody's weekend? What did you all get up to? Mine was fantastic too. I had so much fun. We should do more of those, Mihi. I actively avoided everything after Friday and pre-yesterday. I did, like, I was busy Sunday. I was in here packing boxes, shipping stuff, doing all kinds of stuff. So, September or October, nice. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna be gone in October for my birthday, the week of my birthday. So did your hubby tell you what I texted him yesterday about work? I don't know if he mentioned it. I think September should be fine. So, we have this new drill schedule. We got it approved for, you know, FY25, which was great. Well, they released FY26, and starting in October, all the full-time, just the AGRs, people like me, have to work all the drills that were scheduled to be off drills. It's just working the weekend. So like this weekend is what's called drill weekend, where we drill, like drill. It's named after drill and ceremonies. So I have to work Saturday and Sunday this weekend. So we had gotten a schedule where we worked the traditional people in the guard who typically work the 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. We started doing, it's called 3-3-1. So you work 3 days of drill, 3 days of drill, and those extra days, those 2 months, covers another month, so you can have that month off of a drill. So 3-3-1, right? 3 days of drill, 3 days of drill, 1 month off. So we had that. So now the schedule is 3 days of drill, 3 days of drill, and that 1 month that everybody else has off, the full-time staff like me, I'm active guard reserve, we have to work those weekends for support. Yeah. I was just like, so I'm retiring. It's so dumb. So I work 5 days a week, and then I have my weekends off, but then those weekends that we were supposed to have off, in those other months, I have to work just that 1 weekend. Are we sure this is absolutely real life? It is the dumbest thing on the planet. Laura Lot, hello! Thank you for that raid. It's gonna get loud here in a second. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my underground lair.
And she's here! You can do it again, wench. I know that's your thing. I didn't think you were here. We missed you the last time. I didn't know you weren't lurking, and nobody got a welcome. I just showed up.
Gentlemen, welcome to my underground lair.
Welcome, Raiders. How are you? What were you up to tonight? I never got to raid you during the 1-up, but oh, hello! How goes the crafting? It goes well. We finished a project that was kind of a last-minute project. I got called in last minute to help with a retirement gift for somebody at work. I finished that. It'll go back to work tomorrow. I cut out a dice pouch to be sewn, but it is very warm here, so I'm not getting out the iron again to do any ironing. And so after that, we were talking about Flock Fiber Fest, and we were chatting, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bust out the knitting needles. This is yarn that I dyed. That is also yarn that I dyed. So if you've never met me before, I'm a Pacific Northwest streamer who dabbles in all of the fiber arts. Pretty obsessed. That's me. I sew, I crochet, I knit, I machine embroider, and I think those are the fiber arts. I diamond paint sometimes. I play cozy games. What else do we do? I own a shop, or I have a shop. I own a business. I'm military. I'm a dog mom. We fundraise for Fred Hutch and Starlight. That's a lot. That's kind of me in a nutshell. And yeah, so. How are you all? What were you doing? Welcome. If you have to take a break, please do. I will be ending stream in about 30 minutes, so just hang out. Pause does any and everything is basically the deal. You come here, you're gonna get some form of shenanigans, whether it's fiber arts or games or something else. I don't know. It'll be something.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Bullet Stopper, thank you for that follow. Welcome on in. You were playing Hearthstone's Auto Battler. Very nice. How did your campaign go, by the way? Head was fighting with you today. I'm gonna take a personal night and lurk with chill folks. Very nice. We are a pretty chill stream. There aren't a lot of like noisy things that happen. The raid is the most noisy thing that really happens, those are off for now. As I've had it where I forget to turn them off at like the 30-minute mark, and I get a raid 5 minutes before I'm ending, and I'm like, oh. It was great. We have a small community, but we smashed the first goal. Very nice. I'm so proud of you. It feels so good to have such an impact on a good cause. Well, I'm glad you're here. And I'm just going to be knitting this dishcloth. So this is yarn that I dyed. It is cotton. It's 100% Pima cotton. It is a 3-weight yarn, DK weight, and you can't really see it. But this dishcloth is going to say, eat me. So, you know, we are not overly vulgar here. But therefore I swear. I'm also in the military, so that's a big part of it. So if that is offensive, that does happen here. It's not like every other word, but, you know. Oh, thanks. She's lying. We are sailors. Yes. Yeah, we are. You know. We like to have a good time. We have a Discord. We're sailors. We're saints. It's fine. Sometimes we're good. Sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe shit. just depends. Depends on what we're feeling for that particular night. Our halos are tilted though. Both is good. It depends on if we've dropped stitches or not. That's accurate. That is an accurate statement. I haven't dyed any yarn this week. I plan to get back to it next week. I am taking Monday off after drill because screw working 12 days in a row. I'm too old for that nonsense. Plus, Brutus has a nail trim that day, and I'll probably dye some yarn on Monday. Horns holding up the halos. How is this yarn to knit with? I've heard cotton can be rough knitting. I'm actually not. It's a little weird to like pull with, but I know that I'm working with like thinner yarn that I'm used to. But it's soft. I like it. I don't have any problems with it. After this row, I'll stop and I'll show you what the progress looks like so far and what my stitches, because, you know, new-ish knitter. I think I really have to work on my tension in between the knits and the purls. That's kind of what I feel like I'm experiencing some tension issues. And that's just because I'm switching back and forth in between a row. Go this way. I'm a lurk and chill. Okay, yes, lurk, chill. Thank you for the raid. I hope that your head feels better, and enjoy your lurk. It's more, yeah, I think it feels a little bit like Menagerie. Note to the peanut gallery, go make sure you know where your social security card is and birth certificates are, and if you have one of those sketch-looking birth certs, go get yourself a new one. That is all. Oh, did you not see Menagerie? Oh, boy. Menagerie was like a last-ditch, big twist release. It actually released, I think, in December? Oh, need a new ID to fly? Yeah. Gotta get that real ID. Okay, so don't mind my so that's what it looks like, Ian. I like how the colors are just random. You know what I mean? I love that, like, you're not getting one row of one color in particular. I love how it's like, I also, it's low profile gay, which is honestly better for me living in Florida. Like there's not one massive stripe of color. So like this yarn wouldn't be one that you could like stripe, but I love it. I love that I love how the colors are just shifting on it. Okay, I have some Menagerie that I can access. We'll do that one. We'll do that one. We'll do that one. We'll do this one. I don't even know if that's open. Oh, we'll do this one because this one's really pretty. Are those the same? I don't think so. Did I get this one? Alright, we're gonna do a little show and tell. Yeah, they're different. Okay. I would say don't judge me, but that's... We listen and we don't judge. Make sure that I can see. Okay. Hello. I can't remember if there were more colors in this. So this color is Sunbeam Snake. You got like all the colorways. Yeah, there are like 4 more. So this was Sunbeam Snake. This one I've made myself a shawl out of this actually. This is Purple Emperor Butterfly. So this one's a partially used skein because I used I think 3 skeins on my. I know I got all the ones you didn't. Yeah. This one was a last minute purchase. This one's called Hummingbird. This was their closing I need this. This one is called Purple Honey Creeper. So this one's more blues. More blues with purple. This one I think is up Ian's alley. This is an Ian colorway for sure. This one was also a last minute. This is Rosy Maple Moth. This one's just kind of pastel-y, bright and fun. They are so contradictory to the colors. I don't know who was on the naming team, but they didn't get it correct. This one is called Chameleon. And then this one is called Flamingo. I mean, they got this one right. So the Chameleon, you like this one? But these are 100% acrylic. 410 yards. So yeah, I have a bunch of these. Mainly because, you know, we know why. There's no secret. This is so soft. I would say this is just a little bit rougher because this is acrylic, right? But this is really nice for a cotton, actually. I was impressed when I bought them. The cotton skeins, I mean. I was impressed with the cotton skeins because you can just be never too sure at how some of the cotton will feel. My HOA president is gonna take pics of your car. She's a weirdo. You tell that HOA lady to get lost. They aren't careful. They be testing my nerves. Ooh, we don't live in an HOA, and sometimes I feel like that's a good thing. Other times I'm like, oh, God, I wish we lived in an HOA. Like, not one of those HOAs that comes and measures your lawn, but like one of those HOAs that's like, hey, you can't have busted down vehicles in your driveway. Like, you need to take that somewhere else. You can't have a rooster in your yard. Trust me, HOAs just to cause exhaustion and anguish anymore. I know they do. I lived in one years ago, and they were like, your yard is too out of, like, I was single, full active military. Like I just hadn't mowed it, and they were like, "We're gonna hire somebody to mow your yard, and you're gonna have to pay for it if you don't mow immediately." When I'm out of here, I will never live in an HOA again. That's fair. My house in Oklahoma, we lived in a neighborhood association, and I kind of liked that. It wasn't a homeowners. They just like, you know, did things to come together to be better, and you like didn't have to pay dues, but you could, and it was like $15 a year. But they used to do like awards for like the nicest yard, like monthly awards during the summertime. So it was kind of fun, and they set up like a neighborhood watch. Just a group of neighbors working together to make a nice neighborhood sounds amazing. Yeah, we tried to like it was really nice. It was so low threat, you know what I mean? And the city was really good about like we had a neighbor who had like a busted down vehicle in his driveway for years. And it actually detracted people from the sale of my home. But my neighbors, after I moved, they complained to the city about it. And because he didn't move it within 6 months, they had it towed. And I think he was fined. So like the city was really good about making sure that ordinances were followed. Former coworker got in trouble because the neighbor kids were playing in her driveway. Yeah. There's a neighborhood out here. I want to say, I don't know if it's Clearwater. It's Clear something. But it's out in Yelm. They have like, if you go to their website, they have their entire like, they have their rules. And there are some rules. There are some absolute, like, who would ever buy in this neighborhood? Like, the houses are cheap, but the HOA, the dues are ridiculous. And people who buy in that gated neighborhood out in the middle of nowhere, there are people that, like, on Google who have complained, like written like 1-star reviews, like don't buy your house in here. They have really shady rules, and they're like, yeah, actually it's on the website. Like you can look up our bylaws on the website. Just because you didn't do your homework doesn't mean that's our fault. And I was like, fair. I mean, fair. Because when I was looking to buy my house, I looked at like I looked not in that neighborhood, but I looked at listings for that neighborhood, and then I like did my research, and I was like, yeah, I'm good, thanks. I don't need to live in this neighborhood. I'm good. Plus, it would be like an hour drive for me to get to work every day, and I'm like, absolutely not. It's not happening. I'm not saving myself any money living that far out. And if I gotta live that far away from civilization, you better believe that I need to have, like, land so that I can, grow my own food. Bylaws in Florida are not public. Oh, HOAs give people an excuse to be awful over nothing, and it makes me so sad mad. I don't know if I've ever heard of a good side to an HOA. True. The HOA that I lived in when I bought my first house, here in this state, I don't know who it was, but somebody on the board, it might have been the president, was like embezzling money. And so I was like, I'm not paying dues. Nope, it's not happening. I'm not paying any dues. Because that money was stolen, and I'm not giving you any more of my money. Like, that's not happening. Sorry about your luck. In like the 80s, they were really good, but they've since been taken over by old, bitter people who have nothing better to do. That's true. Jade, I love it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like I would like to live in like an HOA that was all about like helping your neighbors and, you know, like just in general being good. Like let's reward the good behavior and reduce the amount of like calls we make. Just an observation. I mean, you're not wrong. All right, this will probably be my last row. Oh, the guys at work were so great about this pouch that I finished for them. They were like, and you know, you better give us a bill because we're going to pay you. Like your time and materials are not free. Like you're not donating to this. And I was like, okay. You want to crochet a long duster? $1 million. I frogged a finished project today. It was sad, but I'm glad I did it. Oh. Was it to get the yarn back? For something else? No, I put a reasonable price up there. Like, I'm not gonna price gouge them. Like, they're friends, and honestly, like, I would love it if they would be like, hey, if you need stuff done, you know, ask her, you know, but like, plan in advance. I think the arms would confuse you. Oh, from Jade. Yeah, she did that giant caterpillar, and I thought that was really cool. But I'm like, how many amigurumis do I have in my office currently that are unfinished? I can tell you at least 3. It was a lace poncho you knit, but it didn't end up fitting. Oh. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna raid somebody tonight. So I just gotta finish this row, and then we're gonna do some looking for some friends. Some crafty friends to raid. Oh, did you? Yeah, she's a French-Canadian crochet designer. She does a lot of like low or no-sew patterns. It was also so royal yarn, so not cheap for a project that doesn't fit. Yeah, for sure. Okay, what did I just do? I did that one. So we are on, nope, we are on this row. And I want to highlight that. We're gonna save. Okay. You too, Laura. Thank you for the raid. I hope you have a great evening. I hope your head feels much better. Let's see. Make sure that my Twitch is muted. If it'll get there. There we go. Okay, so we've got I think we're gonna go see Luna. You shared a photo. Nice. Let me... do I have the left? There it is. That's awesome. That's really cool. Okay, so we're gonna go see Luna. She's playing Date Anything. I think that was a redemption, a charity redemption that she did for St. Jude. And this is what we're gonna do. So whatever emotes you choose, do the thing. I'll be live again tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific. Please come with me and say hello to Luna. And I will catch you on the flip side. Okay, bye.